Pants. The pants. Okay, you're in the beach rock. We have 4 total colors. You know, pants from Barefoot Dreams are always an added expense. They are always a triple-digit discussion because, you know, there's more material. And as a result, it is unbelievable to get them at 30% off. Regular petite or tall.
Oh my gosh.
CozyChic ultra light, ribbed, so really slimming, elongating. The perfect kind of straight meets wide leg, but not voluminous wide, but not super tapered.
Right.
Like just the perfect floaty beach leg. And then you are seeing on Ellen, she's in the indigo. She stands again at 5'10", so she's wearing these in a medium. Are you in tall or reg? She doesn't know. I think she's in regular. So regular is 29 inches, 27, wait, no, regular, yeah, 29 inches, tall 31, petite 27. You're in the beach rock?
I'm in the beach rock regular.
This is our, excuse me, pale pink, but it's a peach.
Yes, yes.
We moved down into our faded jade.
How gorgeous is that tone?
And then, of course, back to the indigo. You'll notice all elastic waistband, no pockets, thank you, and the cutest CozyChic ultralight, even done in the drawstring.
I mean, one of our most stunning pants, I have to say. This whole variegated rib detail that we did, which, by the way, is super expensive. It's like it's a step up from like a regular rib because it has these kind of highs and lows, so you can really see it. Clearly very elongating. The texture story is here. And then again, this is like really what we want you to do. This is what it's all about with Barefoot Dreams. When you experience our fabrics, you'll love the hand touch. There's truth behind how fabrics can literally make you feel. So when you have something on, especially if you have the chance to wear head to toe Barefoot Dreams.
Oh, I know.
It's the best thing. These pants are super flattering. The ultralight, just because they just flow, you're going to get a gentle hug like in the hip area, and then it just releases down to that really effortless kind of beautiful drape. Strikingly simple.
Well, and also really elongating and column-like silhouette because they have that rib. And then I love that they're like a straight leg, but it's a little bit more than a straight leg, but not necessarily like a crazy palazzo.
Exactly.
There's so much floatiness. I love that they have no pockets, so it's like a flat front, flat back. And these will act like lounge pants, but also trouser pants in your wardrobe because they're so elevated looking.
And that really speaks to who and what Barefoot Dreams is all about. When we're designing pants, we're a luxury brand, so it's important for 24/7 dressing. So it doesn't matter if you're back, just like Judy and Ellen, back with, you know, a little bit more of that sneaker kind of flip-flop kind of look. I went with a heel, so totally you can dress this up or wear it super casual. But I just think at the end of the day, to experience Barefoot Dreams in the beautiful, sumptuous knit of the ultralight. I mean, we started in the baby world, so it really was about wrapping newborns and swaddling and comforting and soothing. So everything from the touch to the color palette, it really is a unique experience.
I mean, it's a kind of genius concept that you could make an entire apparel line for adults out of these kind of like swaddling fabrics. And then, you know, they started in the heavier gauge one, which is the original CozyChic that the robes were made out of. Naturally, that would be way too oppressively heavy for spring, summer. So it stands to reason that over time, this brand that was born in the 90s and is still standing the test of time has now really graduated into lighter and lighter and lighter gauge versions of the original, so that it's a year-round, like well-being, wellness experience when you're wearing them. And instead of joggers, which you do so many of, but this is refreshing.
Yeah, I have to say our wide leg, you know, and this isn't super wide leg, it's like the perfect proportion to your body. Is so well designed. And to your point, Sean, when you were talking about, you know, just how long we've been doing this, 30 years we've been doing this. And what I think is so great is that the whole CozyChic family is really what made us famous. And our fabrics have remained the same for 30 years, which is really incredible. Everyone loves it. You see it, you know it. But you know, it's just bringing classic designs in a very modern, elevated way, which I think we do.
And of course, yes, you do. But when we at QVC have markdowns and clearance prices on brands like Barefoot Dreams, which is not traditionally, like, you don't typically see, you know, uber high-end designer just go on sale on a regular basis to the point where you're getting kind of like a clearance sale markdown. Now, I should say the size chart is always helpful because this is a designer brand.
Yes. So we're right in line with department store sizing, usually one size up from whatever your QVC size would be. By the way, the 3 inseams is only here at QVC. So I chose, I'm 5'2", but I went with the regular because I'm going for a full length look. But obviously check out the waist and hip on this, then find your numerical size. But I mean, at the end of the day, as I said, the beauty of this pant is just, it has such a really beautiful kind of clean look. And I think when you see a woman head to toe in Barefoot Dreams knits, it's just a head turning look. We don't need the bells and whistles. You know, our fabrics always do the talking.
Do you have a gripe? It's National Gripers Day. Before the day is done, we have 6 minutes. Gripe away.
So my gripe is, and this is why I do not go into like stores, because my gripe is when someone is miserable and they're checking you out.
They're
like,
checking. Oh,
no,
the checkout.
Like check out, and like they're not happy. Like I just feel like it's customer service.
Right.
You know, be happy.
I accept that gripe. I would like to say, oh gosh, I just had one on the brain. It doesn't take long though either, because I'm just, there's just like a steady stream of them. Oh, here it is.
Okay.
And again, I love my husband, but he does this all the time. I can't stand people that listen to content on their phone in a public place.
Yes,
with the volume
yes.
turned. Right,
Yes.
like and you're in the airport, you're in the blah, 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 blah. Put the AirPods in. I don't want to listen to your video of your niece swimming with the whales and then the boat and I don't want any of that. You know what I mean?
So with
or we're still Joe Scrolls Instagram and just or TikTok mindlessly listening to the video. And then he looks at clips of like, you know, I don't know, some mobster show and they're like, it's just, no, turn it off. I don't want to listen to that. Okay, sorry. That went on for a while.
I agree. That is very annoying. Very, very annoying.
Ellen, do you have a gripe? I feel like, and Judy, I have.
No, I tried really hard not to let things bother me.
Oh,
wow.
So there's some positivity. There you go. Okay, fine.
Oh, you know what another gripe is?
Sure.
Maybe I probably shouldn't drive, but like, I think, because I drive slow, but people who are like right
up behind you?
Right up behind you.
See,
and then they make you nervous, and then...
I don't disagree. Although my gripe earlier was people that drive in the left-hand lane and they don't get over.
Okay, see, I don't do that.
So maybe
I'm always
the
in the
one
right.
coming
I'm
up
in the
behind
right.
you.
Yeah, you probably are.
Can I, now we have one final gripe. Can I just add
Go
one
ahead.
final gripe? When you order a glass of wine at a restaurant, okay? Now, undeniably, the glasses are like gorgeous, bulbous, crystal, but they're a giant glass. But technically, they will say the pour
Is
8 ounces. And it like
looks
comes
like
up this far. And you're like, that's a sip. Could you add a little more? No, that's a full pour. That's a gripe.
Yeah.
Should I stop now? Who wants to just do a show of gripes? I think we should just do that.
I'm in.
Okay. Colors one last time. Beach rock.
Yes.
We have our pale pink. This is our indigo and our faded jade. And I love you. And
I love you
thank
too, Sean.
As I do you, despite all the griping. If you missed anything in this 2-hour Wham Bam